Hello everyone, Editing Ryan here. Today we want to have a little fun. You see, exactly 1 year ago today, the first episode of the Kindred Spirit podcast aired. In light of this, we thought it'd be kind of fun to celebrate our 1 year anniversary with something unique and special. Ever since we started recording, we've kept a gag reel of our many mistakes and comedic moments throughout Season 1. What we have for you today is a collection of some of those moments that were omitted from the final releases. Some of what you'll hear will sound quite familiar, as many of the bits went on to be featured in the final edit of an episode, but many of these clips never saw the light of day and had to be cut. These are some of those moments, and all of them are in their original, raw, and unedited versions. So you'll hear stammers, stutters, long pauses, incorrect terminology, etc. So if you hear a very long pause of silence, don't worry, your program didn't crash. That's just how the moment actually sounded during the live recording. So, in other words, these are all original clips that went on to be trimmed, or just clips that were cut entirely. You're going to see a good glimpse behind the curtain on this one, and as a result, we're going to sound significantly less intelligent. The editing really does make us sound a lot smarter than we are. And now you get to see some of it. Yay. Now, most of these, when you hear them, are quite easy to piece together the context of what was happening. But I'll cut in here and there to help explain the context of some of these moments to assist you in understanding what was going on and why precisely that moment was funny. So don't be surprised when you hear me interject. I think this will be pretty fun. So without any further ado, let's get to it. My name is Ryan, and today I am joined as always by...
This is me, John. I don't like that.
I hate it. I wasn't ready.
Well, that didn't last long. Here I am interjecting already. Okay, so for this next one, this was way early in the very, very beginning before we had any kind of rhythm or practice with podcasting. So what happens here in this one is I make a statement and then I go to take a swig from my water bottle, right? And I was intending for John to speak and say something while I was taking my water break, so that when I was done drinking my water, he would finish his sentence and then I would come back in and we'd be fine. However, in no way did I ever convey that to him. I just intended for him to do that, so he never does. He just sits there in silence. So what happens is I'm just speaking and then just bam, full stop. Then I just take a drink of water and John sees this. He just sees me stop dead in my tracks and just start drinking water, so he just starts laughing. And that's what the context is for this one. But, I mean, hey, we all have our favorites.
Yeah.
Ferrets? We all have our favorites. We all have our favorites. So...
This is going swimmingly. Stop it!
Anyway, I was gonna say one other thing. What was I gonna say?
We were talking about ferrets.
No, I know. Luckily, I already committed mentally to cutting this out, so I can think.
Yeah.
I can think right now of what was I gonna say?
I'll let you jump back in.
Yeah. This is not the time to have a train of thought just die. But it did.
You're talking about your favorites.
Okay, so for this next one, an important fact that you need to know is that Laura hates the sound of cracking knuckles. So it was very customary for us to crack all of our knuckles and kind of stretch out before Laura would arrive so that she wouldn't be bothered by it. Actually, hold on. I may be actually able to... Yep. Oh, that was a good one. So what you're about to hear is one of the moments of us clearing all of our knuckle cracking, back cracking, all that kind of thing before she arrives.
You're gonna have to do that before Laura gets here. Dang!
Let's see if I can...
I can't do neck. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Do you want to get that checked out?
If I was not an office chair, that would be like a lot more easier to do. It'd be a lot easier to do, but I think I'm gonna put that spot in the gag reel.
A little cracking of knuckles.
Which is a damage buffing token.
He said one of his favorable moments playing Spirit Island is when we invited him over for that 3-player game.
Well, now I want to play with it down just because you guys like it up. But no, like, honestly, that does sound more more thematically real. Whoops.
Family show! All right.
Hey, our first Star Wars reference. Right on.
Revenge of the Sith.
John, you just quoted a prequel movie.
Is prequel better than the sequels?
Yep. Anyway, so these European movies. Okay, so for this next one, there are 2 bits of context here that are important to know. The first is to understand a bit on how we structure the recording of these episodes. In particular, one thing that we've always done is we always leave a period of silence right at the very start and very end of each episode. In the editing process, this allows me to isolate the background noise that is in the environment and cut it out during the editing. So it is customary to begin the recording of an episode by not saying anything, just having pure silence. The second thing that's important to know is that in my house, the room next to the studio is the bathroom. It is in very close proximity to the studio here. So, in the clip that you're about to hear, John and I had just commenced recording. We had just started, and we were in that first initial period of silence. And just as I was about to start recording the intro, my brother, unbeknownst to me, was using the bathroom, and so you can hear the toilet flush right at the very beginning of when we were about to start. Admittedly, if you're not listening to this with headphones, it may be a little bit difficult to hear. With headphones, you'll hear it quite easy. But even if you're not listening with headphones, you can still hear it. We had no idea he was there, and it just made for a great moment.
That was perfect time. I said I need silence.
Dude, that's like sitcom levels of like perfect. Like, all right, get ready.
Like,
okay, focused. Toilet flush.
It's like the sound effect of a toilet flush.
I know, like, I didn't even know he was down here. Well, that's going in the gag reel. He's taking a shower.
Oh.
In addition to that.
So much is happening. Does he sing while in it?
I guess we'll find out. But he can do the opposite of what lightning does. He can make something... No, I'm thinking something else. Never mind. Anyway, so what does dissolving vapors do?
One last one of mine. Sky's Herald. One of those things where you like read 2 words at once. You're a Scarl.
Yeah.
Sky's Herald, the season of return.
Once again, Briny Deep's crazy extreme...
Love that card.
Crazy extreme... I can't think of the word.
Awesomeness.
Yeah, awesomeness. Just the measures. Extreme measures to
Is that in the Webster's? Awesomeness?
Awesomeness.
That's true. Just the extreme measures that Briny Deep can bring to the game can just help us in that ridiculously specific instance. So, downpour drenches the world. Let's get into it.
I gotta find my notes.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry, we'll cut this out.
Why did we let her lead off the first one?
Wait, I found it.
Okay.
Hey, Gag Reel, it's good to see you today.
And we're back.
All right.
And we're back. So, the problem with Blight
Let it out.
The problem with Blight users...
I think Thunderspeaker is the only other person that can choose, like, in the Reclaim, Thunderspeaker is reclaimed, like, or you get 2 cards, I think.
Is it?
Thunderspeaker. Yes.
Anyway.
It is! Double check me, editing Ryan.
Keep talking, buddy.
You're digging yourself a hole.
You said Thunderspeaker?
Thunderspeaker, I think in Reclaim you get to, like, gain 2 power cards. If I...
Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. I don't mean, like, of the 4 you can keep 2.
Yeah,
I just mean,
that's what I thought at first. Correct. When she reclaims,
yes,
Thunderspeaker can get 2 power cards in addition to reclaiming the card. Sorry, I misinterpreted what you were saying. I was like...
We don't need you editing, Ryan. We figured it out.
Take a break. You have enough hard work as it is.
What? Anyway, I think that's why I, like, find her so much. Like, penultimal. What is that word?
Penultimate?
Penultimate.
There you go.
Of control.
Because I have a hand of like 16, and then I forgot some when I got my... Well, wait, no. Not a hand of 16. I can actually look here. Hand of 14. No.
Woof.
Hand of 13. Because... Wait. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. What? 11 plus 2. 13.
Editing Ryan. Make Ryan sound smarter.
I will. But yeah, so I had 13 cards. Forgot 2 of them because of the whole... Whatever. You get the idea. And I was using Explosive Eruption, but I was using it for I was using it for 2 or for 4. I was using it for 2 or for 4 damage and whatnot.
And to see them repel that damage back to the invaders was, I don't know, it was the coolest thematic lore, just what am I, trying to think. Engaging? No.
I was looking at my
immersive.
Phone. There you go.
It was the most immersive experience I had with Stone, and I didn't even play Stone.
There you go.
But
basically, there's 2 ways that I used my decision making on this card, on this power. There are 2 basic. What's the word?
Like scenarios you were looking for?
No. There are 2 pillars that my strategy with this power rested upon.
Okay.
I really liked having access to a defend card because I felt as if with the strength...
Wait, is that the one... Did you just say that with air?
Yes.
Range? I was typing.
No worries. Like on E-board, there is the most inland land is a sand. It's all the way in the back. And yet, that land is range 2 from every single F-board.
I don't have that one. Oh.
F-board, land number 8.
I wish Peter was here because he knows some of it too. I blanked. Okay. So Mole's just always asking to dig the entire movie. Yes. You're just cycling cards, but you're gaining something new that maybe is super useful. Time out. Pause.
Pandemonium replaces... Oh, wait, no, it does not do the same thing, because I read it wrong, as I normally do. It does replace that innate power. Then, up at level 3, for 5 fire, 2 air, and 1 moon.
4 air.
4 air. I cannot read numbers this late at night.
No worries.
It's 7 p.m.
This is getting cut anyway, so...
Say it again.
So, and then at level 3, with 5 fire, 2 air...
4.
I give up.
You're so close.
I told you I didn't want the elements one.
How are we doing, Gag Reel?
Let's try this again.
Mm-hmm. I would like to check that really quick and thus not make the mistake of informing bad viewers listening, giving bad information to viewers. Yo, Editing Ryan, help us out.
Wait, Editing Ryan, wait. So we played a scenario with Travel River and Thunder Speaker.
Which one?
We did.
I remember where I was sitting in the dining room.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Pause. Because I had it written down. I need to look at my notes. Didn't write this one. Gag Reel. We played The Great River.
I was about to say, was it The Great River?
That's why I keep calling Taxi River.
We played The Great River. So...
Once again, this isn't the first spirit to have a aspect card that decreases the complexity card. Never mind. I could have sworn.
Just never mind. I'd be like, this makes it the same. I think there were some where it's still low, but it makes it different. And we all know my mind holds on to things not lower.
Yeah, ask Laura in a week, Amorphous Shadows, what?
And she's like, what is this podcast you speak of? What? I'm sorry, is that like a...
You've appeared many times. Any more thoughts?
No, I had a train of thought, and I want
to... I didn't have very many either.
Oh, I can go into the comments. Do you want to do your totals
I know.
next?
This is Certified Gag Reel. I'm waiting for my train of thought to appear once again.
Just sitting over here, just reveling in how much my shoulder hurts.
Why does your shoulder hurt?
I don't know. It's been killing me for like
Do
a
you
week.
think?
It's just
Week.
It's just sitting here.
I think it's stress.
Radiating pain.
You know, some
I feel it all the way
people-
down to here.
I was about to say, is it like a sleeping weird thing, or
Maybe.
Well, you get really tense in your shoulders
I get
from stress.
extremely tense.
Yeah, Laura carries a lot of her stress on her shoulders. We went over all our votes. Your turn.
You have more interesting thoughts. I'm sorry to cut you off on this.
Oh, I mean, I can have comments eventually.
Oh, okay.
what was I gonna say? I have no idea. Like I said, it's been happening with increasing regularity, and I don't.
You getting
like
old.
it.
You're getting older.
Stop.
You didn't even walk through a doorway.
That happens to me a ton. That does happen.
It's a thing.
I remembered. One thing, when Jagged Earth comes in, so I think I'm agreeing with you, but in effect, we're not getting 12 new characters. In a way, if you want to look at it this way, you're really getting 21.
Which is awesome.
22.
My goodness.
23. Good gosh, I can't add.
Nobody can math today.
We're all in the art.
You mock my teaching.
I never mock your teaching, only your math.
Anyway, BGG.
Anyway, so let's see what Board Game Geek had to say.
Eric Royce was talking about Reach here.
Oh.
Reach looks... Okay, I just want to make sure I just say this correct.
I was going to say, this is like quoting a prophet, so you have to get it correctly.
Reach looks a lot... Okay, here we go.
Hey, Gag Reel.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Until next time, have fun gaming, y'all.
Bye.
Farewell.
You're so awkward.
I had to pee.
Resilience just meant that a land's health increases by a lot. I'm saying a bunch and a lot. I said bleh. So
Bye, Blun.
by a bunch. So now the sunset nears the horizon. Okay, Discord, you gotta cut that out. Serious. Fear,
Literally
damage,
everything.
moving people, fear. Did I already say fear? Whatever. Yes. Upgrading.
Double fear.
Double fear.
Support.
Support.
Utility.
Oh, yeah.
I like the idea of using Dahan. That seems cool to me.
Yeah. And manifest. No.
No, you're right. Manifestation Power Glory.
That's not it.
Is that the one?
I don't think so.
Go to Sick.
Hey, Gag Reel, how you doing?
Go to Spirit Island card catalog.
I'm gonna feel it might be. Is it manifestation?
I think you're right.
I think
go
it
with your
is.
gut,
That
Ryan.
sounds right to me, and I don't even know the game.
It is.
I was going to say, you know
Okay,
it.
okay,
Go with your gut always. Sorry.
Manifestation of power and glory can be one of the most crazy cards in the game as far as damage. Welcome to the Kindred Spirit Podcast, a show all about the board game Spirit Island. Here we'll talk about analytics and strategies within the game. Hello. What is my screen doing?
I don't know. Oh, you were on a roll.
I was. My screen just like... Okay, now it's back.
Take 2.
Oh, this is plugged in.
Did I unplug glue?
No, my thing about fell out.
Whoopsie, Bob.
I know where I'm putting this sound clip. Now you have 3.
Mhm.
That's 66% more blight to use right there. Or is it 50?
Wait.
The ratio from 2 to 3.
66%?
But when you're at 2, 1 blight is 50%.
Yes.
So when you get another, at the moment, that's like a 50% increase.
Yeah, 1.5.
Gotcha. It's a big deal for a solo player
It is.
to get an extra blight there. Dude, I remember when I was using the, what's that card that Finder has that keeps Dahan alive?
Oof, I can picture the art. I can't think of the name.
One moment.
To the Spirit Island catalog we go! Does it have the word Dahan in it?
Aha. Remember Finder's card, Offer Passage Between Worlds?
Yes.
And how
We were
So-
just texting randomly on whatever day it was. I'm like, we should just talk about this.
Right.
And it's gonna be a mini-sode, and how is that going? How is our...
Well, currently at 58 minutes.
Okay, mini not-sode. It's an episode.
This is an episode. But no, you are correct. This was just dropped on us.
And on Reddit, it's gaming...
Yes.
on Reddit, it's gaming subscribers. What's the word? What did they say on Reddit?
Followers?
On Reddit, it's gaining followers every day. Because there was a lot of other things that were released in the errata?
Yeah. Errata.
Errata. There was... You say it. There was a lot of things released in the errata.
Yeah.
That we didn't even touch on.
Desperate for an ice-free port in the north to supplement the frequently frozen harbor of...
Good luck. Privet.
Arkhangelsk. I have no idea. I'm so sorry. Of Arkhangelsk and hemmed. Put destroyed presence by the adversary rules on this panel.
No, you said presence beast.
Put any beast destroyed by the adversary on this card.
I needed them for defense. We were generating so much fear.
Mm-hmm.
It was... I gotta swallow!
Hold on a sec.
Anyway, so then I went and I forgot my card, which was a terrifying chase. Wait, no, not that one. I went and I got rid of Prey on the Builders because I didn't really need that one anymore.
The ability to generate beast tokens in order to replace the ones that will inevitably be lost, many minds. Wait. Did I read that right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
There's just a period there, so just start a new sentence.
Okay. The ability to generate beast tokens in order to replace the other... Now I'm just... Blah. The ability to generate beast tokens in order to replace the ones that will inevitably be lost, many minds and sharp fangs, are the quintessential examples here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Since Russia is does. Okay, I'm gonna say not say the is. Since Russia does not accelerate the amount of building like other adversaries,
this adversary is notably easier for spirits that tend to lots of blight. Notably easier for spirits that tend to let lots of blight get added.
The notable exception to that would be for stone, when stone's taking the blight out of the cup or the
silicone cup that we use.
That you guys use.
The
baking
box.
liner. The box that takes the blight out of the box.
Well, you can quickly see that Habsburg's shtick is high health mobile towns. I never get these.
Can I speak?
No.
All right. I want to... Blah!
Blah, blah. Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it.
So, we blighted.
Watch Hamilton. Oh my gosh.
So we did blight. I want to talk about wildfire and blight cards.
How many used beasts?
What I just said?
36, right?
Let me look it up. Timeout. I had to type. Beep boop beep.
Beep boop beep boop beep.
I gotta scroll down. 34.
34. I need a new chair. Editing Ryan here, and as you can hear already, I still have the same chair. Which, to be fair, actually... Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad. I was literally about to say, some days it's pretty good, some days it's pretty cranky. Right now, though, jeez. Oh, yeah, I need a new chair. This isn't the only time you're going to hear this joke either. You hear me complain about it multiple times, even throughout this episode.
Last comments. Last comments.
Sorry.
Wort ilk. Man, Redditors, come on. Some of these names.
Last but not least.
We're so close. We're goofy.
As you snort. Let's save it for the podcast.
Let's save it for the podcast.
No reclaim bill.
Oh, man.
Wait, that happens in the future.
What is time? Fracture days?
That's right. So if all four of us were playing a game and we had a blight card, we would have 8 blight, 9 blight, 2 blight,
plus 1.
I was gonna say it.
You say the joke. Well, you mouthed it to me, so I took Laura's joke. Everyone at home, I took Laura's joke.
He does it all the time.
I only do it sometimes.
I don't know why
you
I'm bringing
don't,
this up.
babe, you
We're
don't.
cutting this out anyways.
You're wittier than me.
You mean 2 per player plus 1.
That's right. In this next one, there's a funny moment where Tim has a brain fart and he can't think of the correct word. However, that's not what I want to bring to your attention. Right at the beginning of this next clip, you can actually hear my neighbor's dog barking. And that was actually what got my attention and I looked up. It was completely coincidence that I looked up to see Tim trying to think of the next word that he wanted to say, and that's where the direction went for this next clip. But still, if you listen carefully, you can hear that dog bark.
I've played only a couple of the adversaries. No, I've played scenarios.
Yeah. Cut that bit out.
I've played only a couple of the scenarios. It was the last time we played that night when we played 2 in a row.
No one really talks about it on the message boards or...
Right.
Tim, you're pointing a finger to yourself?
You said I was supposed to gesture if I wanted to add in.
Oh, I thought meant you were like, you play them. What?
No, I wanted to add a thought after you were done.
Cut all this.
Oh, no. Do you remember where you were in your thought?
No, I don't.
Oh, no.
Just start with
Just start going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so,
Tim, go ahead.
It almost feels like...
Let us go learn to see what the book has to say about who is good or bad against Brandenburg Prussia. There it is.
I couldn't find it. That was funny.
Okay. By the way, Mist is also getting fear from that character.
True.
From that town.
Yes.
Mist is also getting fear from that building as well.
Ooh, I said rituals of terror. It's rituals of destruction. Rituals of destruction.
What's cool is I can take that and splice it in.
Thank you.
Editing.
Thanks, editing, Ryan.
The more you know.
Rituals of terror. What is that? That's something else. Rituals of terror. Scenario.
That's a scenario.
That we did. Well, and Lord did 60 damage. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm back.
Excuse me. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Gag Reel.
I don't have COVID, I promise. And I put it in my sleeve. You insta-die.
The particle hasn't even reached
I know.
you yet.
It was all in here. So, anyway.
I'm very happy to see Green in second place. It's a nice testing ground adversary with its simplicity.
You eat... Leave this in. USS Gordon Captain 2! Yes! They're back! Where's Gordon Captain 1? Did they kill the first captain?
I don't know.
And took their place?
He was such a great poker player, even though he cheated.
He cheated! He kept cards up his sleeve! Say I'm on an island, I can only pick 5 spirits to play on that island for the rest of my life.
Right.
Whoa, grim. Kind of a little dark.
Man!
Say you're not going to die on the island. Say you'll eventually get rescued.
Or be eaten by any of those spirits.
Maybe not if I had to pick. I think that list
Sharp
might
Fangs
be a little bit
goes right
different.
back off the list. You really want to be
in the lore, Sharp Fangs helps the dog.
So this list is not the Apocageddon, 5, which is I can only do 5 for the rest of time. This is fun 5, John. Keep it simple.
Oh yeah, it's 5. It's 5. It's fun.
Fun 5. If there was any other way I could see to commence such a list, I think we all know how it should be done. Say it with me, guys. Alrighty!
Ryan always says that.
Oh!
You never listen back to the episodes.
I do sometimes.
Okay.
I just skip along till I talk.
Anyway.
Fun 5.
I'm gonna go with, well, actually, can I tie in a Reddit comment with mine? I know we're not doing comments yet.
We're not doing comments yet.
I just happen to know that Poop
She
Doggy
always
Dog
breaks the
and
rules.
Poop Doggy Dog. I'm sorry. Poop Doggy Dog.
Stop laughing at Poop Doggy Dog's name.
And die.
This is going to be a long night.
Laura always comes to elevate the podcast.
Just said poop.
Did you have anything to say other than the commenter's name?
Not really. No, but this commenter, whose name I can't mention anymore because it's too funny, and I actually have the same feeling on our favorite spirits. At least 3 of them. We share 3 in common, and then I hate their other idea. So, but
more on that later.
Poop Doggy Dog says, the spirits whose gameplay matches their theme are the most fun for me. My favorite 5 are, and someone didn't copy over their 5th favorite, so I don't have that one. But they mentioned Many Minds Move as 1, Ocean's Hungry Grasp, Thunder Speaker, and Fractured Days.
I don't know, Ryan, me and you talk, and it's like one...
road goes ever on and on.
Like-
we have to get our LOTR quota filled.
Oh, he got it in.
Hooray.
Ladies and gentlemen, communication with your significant other instead of just sulking in the corner when they take
It's
the spirit you want.
It's a board game that we own. It was just funny. I was fine with you playing Stone first. I would play them another night.
That's not what this podcast is about.
It's about grudges!
That's why I liked Poop Doggy Dog. Boom boom.
Wow. Why? Wait, okay, bringing it back, Laura. Why does Stone go boom boom? And not talking about poop
Because
right
he's
now.
all backed up.
Okay. On to mine, number 4.
Excavate the quarry!
So
I do
when
like-
someone
okay.
goes spelunking, is that
Editing Ryan, enter in fart noise.
That's going to be our new euphemism. Oh, I got to go splunking before we start another episode.
Focus!
Okay, so here's what I like about Stone.
Okay, we've lost you.
boom?
Maybe we should do that for our random game we're going to play.
That's literally
Go
not
for it.
random for picking.
No, we said we could pick our characters, just not our
Bad guys.
adversary.
What does Ted allow us to do?
Well, Ted says in the Reddits. We're going to talk about it because we are planning a fun random game.
Yeah, I
Well,
think...
we were going to do a random, and we're going to do a random adversary
Oh.
and MacGyver the heck out of it.
Yeah, because...
Well, Stone will probably be good, and Finder will probably be good.
yeah, it is a cool idea.
They're both
that
high rollers, so...
Ted, the developer, mentioned in one of our threads on Reddit where you can pick your spirits first and then, pick randomly an adversary. I think we can even go further and pick random spirits, random adversary, and just, see what happens.
You can even do random thematic board with this random arcade style board, and you can even do, we'll have
Random
some
game? I'll play Quacks!
Quacks and Quedlinburg coming in, this potion and throw it on the invader.
I think we're just going to throw everything up in the air, and then wherever it falls, that's where the island is. And then when we need to draw a card, we're just going to fish around.
Sushi go!
I now have a, what is it called? An events card as part of my deck.
And then you can be like, I'm going to do damage. How much damage? D20. 17 damage.
Well, if I kick the board, one falls off. There we go. I did that.
Well, I was the seer. So I could see ahead in the deck. That was a one-eyed werewolf joke.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I couldn't think of any other people. Drunkard, seer.
You got the Tanner. You got the Wolf.
Wake up! I can't do his voice. Right into the voice. Wake up.
Wake up. Anyway.
Steph. Ryan, what is your number 2?
Hard or soft?
Ew. What? Never ask a man hard or soft. Laura.
I'm over this night.
All right, we're so close. We got round 3rd. Ryan's going to finish number 2, and then we're just
Let's
going
not
to
talk
wrap it
about
up.
third base. But
Oh, no!
I don't even know what the bases are.
Okay, just keep going.
The thing is everyone knows what first base is. All the others are
This is
just self-defined.
well, no, it's this. Well, I've heard of this.
Dude, you're getting signals from the base. I don't know.
Heavy necking, where we rub our necks together. That's the office.
To you, it could be one thing. The other guy's like, oh, yeah. And then you bust out the cinnamon. You're like, what?
What is happening?
Marriage bed is undefiled.
What's going on?
What the heck?
Anyways, back to Ryan.
Well, that's in the gag reel. My number 2. For this next one, we have yet another moment that could maybe sound like silence if you don't know what to listen for. But there was this one evening that we recorded. It was in the fall, and it was just the windiest day ever. And the wind was just howling. It was crazy. So much so that even though we had closed every door and all the curtains, which aren't thin curtains, I might add, were closed and all the windows and stuff, the microphone could still pick up the wind that was just howling outside. So multiple times we had to go and actually pause whenever there was a gust of wind that came up. So for the purposes of this gag reel, we only kept one of those moments where we had to pause. But it may sound like nothing at first, but if you listen carefully, you can hear that whooshing hum, and that's actually the wind. With 24% of all the votes, we have a tie between... That's the wind. Dang.
It was pretty blustery when I walked in.
Yeah. Dude, it was raining a lot today.
It was, yeah.
Today, we're going to focus on the single best element of the game and which spirits garner it for us the best.
That was perfect. I have nothing to add. That was well written.
Let's get to it.
I didn't know if we were supposed to answer a question.
It was just so
there, or-
good. I liked it. I'm like, wow. I love it. I was moved. I was like,
You were looking at me like I was like, am I supposed to say something?
I wasn't like looking for more. I was just like, that was nicely said. I felt like I'm like, yeah, dude. I felt like a stoner. I'm like, whoa, bro. I was honestly like taken aback.
Is that what you learned in Cherry?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oy vey. As it is with this podcast being an audio medium and not a visual one, you were unable to see that for that last clip, John and I had a funny moment wherein we were pantomiming stoners just completely smoking blunts going, yeah, bro. And we were just having a silly, goofy time. One of the things that you heard Laura say was she asked me the question, is that what you learned in Cherry? Well, for the context in that one, Cherry is the name of a movie that I was in this past year with Tom Holland. It's about a guy who gets mixed up with the whole drug scene. So I just have a very small blink and you'll miss it part, but it was a fun experience, and that's what Laura is referencing when she said that.
The door won't open!
I love it. I love it. Take Walker comes in and says, I really love Vengeance, Many Minds, and Volcano. There's just something about highly mobile spirits that appeals to me. Volcano? And if I can't do that, then I want to sit... Oh, okay. There. Okay. I needed to read the rest of the comment.
That was funny. I was also a little confused.
Volcano?
You're so mobile as Volcano. You can go to so many different lands. Maybe that range.
Oh, God.
As I'm stacking up 10 presents in a single land, I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm mobile. I could go anywhere, but I choose not to.
Okay, so for this next one, we have one of those fun instances where me and John are just on completely different pages, and it's all my fault for this one. I have no idea why, but John clearly is talking about Heart of the Wildfire, and for whatever reason, I thought we were talking about Ocean's Hungry Grasp. I don't know where my mind was. I have no idea why I thought Ocean's Hungry Grasp and not Heart of the Wildfire. But as this clip goes on, you can tell that I'm definitely thinking about a spirit that John is not talking about. And it takes me way too long to figure out that we were on different pages. And it was just funny.
Lastly, Heart of the Wildfire, the ultimate blight removal spirit disguised as a blight creating spirit. What a way to say that.
That's true. I mean, you do have a capacity to add some blight out there.
But very good at, they're saying, as a blight removal spirits.
Can be.
Huh? That's interesting.
Wait, a blight removal spirit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking blight placement spirit.
No.
Yeah. Blight removal spirit. Huh.
I guess it's just how you look at the coin.
I
On
guess.
which side of it.
And
then Fractured Days.
in my experience, Ocean has put more blight out there than any other spirit. Or like,
but you can also remove blight? It sounds like... I don't know.
They don't have any starting cards that remove blight. And
They're innate.
For who?
Wildfire.
Why am I thinking Ocean?
I don't know.
Why did I think of Ocean?
I said Heart of the Wildfire.
Did you?
Yeah.
You probably did. Maybe I heard the H and I thought Hungry Grasp. Well, that's an embarrassing thing that's going in the gag reel.
Delete that. Lastly, Heart of the Wildfire. The ultimate blight removal spirit disguised as a blight creating spirit.
Yeah. Yep, it's true.
I just never heard it put that way. That's interesting to me.
For this next clip, the important context to know is that John and I use a shared Google document for all of our notes and references that we want to use for an episode. And it is not uncommon for us to make edits to that Google document even during an episode. So keep that in mind for this next one. Ryan Odd comes in and says, first place, Starlight. Replayable, adaptable. Well, hello.
Sorry. Delete as we go.
That's going to the Gag Reel. Bye. It's really fun to two-hand with any push heavy spirit. Let's go ahead and learn about Sweden and what the book... Crap. I forgot to get this ready.
What does the book say?
What does the book have to say about them? K-Ramp. Here we go? Okay. Oh, no. I got close. I caught myself.
You're better than this, Ryan.
I'm better. I must
stay strong.
I must fight it.
Well, okay.
I was having the silent moment so that the mic wouldn't hear the... Yeah. Anyway, how about that?
Nice. There you go. Good pivot.
At the moment.
My man! You! That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. All right, well. Sorry, I forgot. Mute. Okay, let's go and pull back the footage and see where we were. For this next clip, the context is we were doing a top 5. And one of the difficult things about doing a top 5 or a bottom 5 is to do your best to not accidentally give away what the positions are ahead of time. So, for instance, if you've revealed the 5th place and the 4th place, you want to do your best to avoid giving spoilers to what the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st places are. Well, in this clip, John accidentally spilled the beans, and so when you hear him react to himself because he catches himself, that's why. So, once again, where was I?
Thanks. Oh! They don't know that.
What?
Ooh.
Don't worry, I love having these moments for the Gag Reel.
Cut that
out. We will. Let's swear so that we have to cut it out. No, I'm kidding.
I will not. Laura's not here.
No, I know.
Just kidding.
Okay. 50% of all voters. That might be one of the highest for... Okay, never mind. Habsburg. This is the second highest. Okay. For the number one.
Oh, okay.
50% is a big number.
Yeah.
Andre actually comments on Red Revenge's statement saying, nah, bruh, Stone is not actually a defensive spirit at all.
I was trying to hold it.
I didn't see that you were sneezing, so you just like...
You know that nose thing you start to do? the tickle?
Yeah. But I'm just talking, I just see you just go... I'm like, oh, it was a sneeze. Let's go see where we were. But that's still a defender.
I think what people... One more time. I think what people think of Stone as... Or what... Last time. When people think of Stone, they think of the retaliation.
Right, the counterattack.
The counterattack.
Right.
I've really had a difficult time with base Earth. Earth? Leave that in there. Earth. I've really had a difficult time with base Earth against Sweden. Green just fed Miss, and Miss literally... Sorry. So, too many S's. I did a Fangs and Trickster... I'm struggling with the S's. How's the lisp, John? I did a Fangs and Trickster follow-up and basically just stalled out until... I'm almost done.
We got this. So close. You know, if I could just find it, that'd be great. There it is. Okay. It's on the floor.
That's funny. Or just show up.
Luckily for just get it out, man. Thundering destruction.
Yeah.
Just pop these towns over and over and over again. They're showing up like rabbits. You keep... That's macabre. They keep showing up like weeds. You keep cutting them down like weeds. It's great. This next clip is similar to that other one that we had before, where we were in that moment of silence right at the very start, so we were all ready to go when a certain noise entered the atmosphere. Welcome to the Kindred Spirit Podcast.
Like Finder in our Sweden game, where they're doing all this extra damage because of their buildings is having the...
Find steel for tools and guns.
No, that's too long. I don't want to say all that. All right. Well, Sweden's buildings do extra damage. Do you think it's interesting that Serpent didn't make the top 5? Because they are a pretty good attacker.
We haven't divulged the whole top 5 yet.
They didn't make it up to this point.
We can make that comment.
Okay.
I was like,
Save that for later. Well, how do you think you... Election... How do you think you said that one? Alexanovsky?
it's Aleksinikovsky. Aleksinikovsky.
Aleksinikovsky. Yep. Aleksinikovsky comes in to say,
We will catch you guys on the proverbial flippity flip.
piss. Oh!
Peace. Got that.
What? I mean, peace. I've been saying peace out a lot. That's been like my new thing. But I think I'll also have to pee.
That was so great. It was just a simple...
I didn't mean it, Ryan. I just think I have to pee.
Oh, no, that's great. That's great. This next one is admittedly pretty quiet because it is yet another silly that takes place during that initial silence period at the start.
I wish our fans...
We're starting. I just said we're starting.
I don't listen.
Laura, what's the loss condition?
It is if the number of coastal lands
Wait, do you want
with
to redo that? Or are we still
cities
going? Oh, we're still going.
is
Okay.
ever greater than algebra of boards, the invaders win.
What kind of teacher are you?
Not math or English. If the number of coastal lands with cities...
What's it called?
What?
What's its name?
Oh, I keep forgetting things have titles.
Everything has titles in this game.
Keeps. All right, well, it's called additional loss condition.
Well, no. Who invited her back? You're
I
lucky.
had a dream this show would be so different from this
I'm
time.
living.
I just got the original Roller Coaster Tycoon on my iPad, so everything else is
You're talking to the
meaningless.
gag reel.
I know.
Ah, yes, the Spirit Island card catalog, the Spirit Island wiki, and the quirky FAQ. Without those 3 things, this show would not run nearly as smooth as it does. To those of you who don't know, those 3 things are online websites that have a plethora of content about Spirit Island, whether it be what certain cards do and say. Others contain information on spirits, scenarios, and adversaries. And in the FAQ's case, exists there to assist any player who may have a question on some rules, whether they be a corner case that's crazy convoluted, or maybe something on the simpler side. As a result of doing this podcast over the past year, I must say that my knowledge of cards specifically has increased exponentially. And that is because we are constantly checking the Spirit Island card catalog and the wiki for any kind of mistakes. Oh, so often we forgot the name of what this card was or what that power did. And so very, very often we would mention a card or a power or an innate or something like that on the air. And we would have to go, is it that one? Oh, shoot. I think it's like either this one or that one. And of course, since we wanted to get it right, we would often check either of these 3 websites to make sure that we had the correct, factually sound information. In the next clip that follows, that is exactly what we do.
What's that card do? Sorry. For the listeners who don't know.
This is your go-to defend card.
6.
Honestly,
Yes.
I think 2 weren't. I have the picture. I can look it up. But I won't. I'm lazy.
But! The biggest butt ever!
Thunder Speaker found
I found Sudden Ambush.
Oh, that's your starting hand?
Well, I found it after it fell off the table. Is this the only time that you've ever had the same character on both? Spirit?
Ryan, yeah, he talked about
the half serpent with Brandenburg.
Is this the only time that I've listened to?
Apparently not.
Hey!
That's actually really good.
Well done as Volcano.
Yeah.
Where are the drugs going?
Sorry.
Keep reading. Because England is slow. I can re-say that. I know right where I was.
Go for it.
Because England is slow, spirits with... What are you doing?
Stop.
Just let me finish this. Because England is slow.
I wanted to say... Save it for the end. It's like
for the podcast.
It's like Humperdinck. Skip to the end. Skip to the end.
I love that scene. That face is just like it.
But! Are we doing the fun spots again, or...?
I said but!
Oh, we're already derailed.
He said but.
Oh my word.
I like when people say doo-doo, like he do that or something.
When do people say that in a sentence?
People do say doo-doo.
They do that. Wait, does Habsburg have a loss condition?
Yeah, where it says additional loss condition.
That's the one
Oh, and then it renames it.
More than 2 days.
So no one complained to me that we don't have enough content during our little hiatus. Go back and re-listen.
When it comes to the production of an episode, there is an entire process that an episode goes through. And as a result of that, there are many traditions that we like to do for funsies, and there are many things that we do to prepare before an episode starts. One of them is that we always do a sound check. The purpose of this is to check the levels of the mic to make sure that everything sounds good. We do this to make sure that the spacing of the equipment is appropriately placed so that nobody sounds too quiet while someone else sounds too loud. We calibrate the gain, the volume, etc. And so, for the remainder of this episode, what you're going to hear are not bloopers or mistakes, but rather behind-the-scenes footage of these vocal warm-ups, or the mic check, the sound check, the technical tests. So, with these, you are going to be able to see a lot behind the curtain here. These are simply some of the moments we had when warming up for an episode, getting prepared for them, and you're going to hear a variety of things, some of which are of a technical nature, some of which are just completely silly stupidness. Anyway, so moving forward, you can gear your mind towards that kind of context. These are the vocal warm-ups for our mic checks. That is what these are. Right.
And it had been forever since I actually watched the movie, and we sat there and watched the movie, and it was a thing.
It was a thing. That is that does not state its quality.
Little Mermaid?
I just keep forgetting how dumb Disney movies can be.
Yeah.
Not lying.
Like these things that are. I think what's so crazy about them is that they just like get this life of their own outside of it because there's shows, there's the soundtrack, there's like all this stuff. And so they seem deeper and richer, and then I'm used to the Broadway shows that are deeper and richer, and in Little Mermaid's case, stupider books. But still. And then you watch it and you're just like, oh.
So Prince Eric is such a boss because he's just like, come on, man! He just sails a ship right into Ursula's side. But I do have a lot of respect for Ariel and the fact that although she's not a princess, she is the first Disney protagonist to lay hands on her villain with the intent to harm.
Ooh.
Which she is the very first one to do that. And I'm like, yes, get her! Like,
Ryan knows all these little tidbits.
I know, like I said, if it matters, nope. If it doesn't matter, I'm like...
Did he see Ariel do it? No.
But
did
he's
he
heard
read
it.
that she did? By gosh, yes.
He got me so well.
That's honestly how I know a lot of Game of Thrones stuff, having like watched one episode.
Did you
and
pick
it was
up
the
Visions
finale.
of Fiery Doom? I remember you showing me that card.
I almost did.
Oh.
I almost did. It was either that or Drift Down into Slumber. But Drift Down into Slumber got me some defense, which was really nice. But Drift Down into Slumber also... Oh, what was the event that got us...
Oh, I brought it.
You brought it? Okay.
They brought it.
It was...
Dude, that was game changing. I was able to trigger...
Lesser spirits imperiled.
I was able to trigger massive flooding, like, every single turn after that. A lot of us were able to trigger higher innates
I
because
got
of
that
it.
sun, and I was able to do that extra, like, the repeat damage and wipe out.
We'll talk about it.
Nice.
So let's talk about it now. So the other thing I did was...
No, Laura, you'll forget, and then...
Okay, so... I will start off with reading the lore,
And that's
then
it.
I'll get into what the book says for who they think is easier and who they think is harder.
Did you know that the book is, like, tips?
And
Why
then...
do we never bring the book out when we're about to play these dum-dums?
We won, barely.
We're more connected to the community than reading a book. So, this digital age
Weird has
is
this
confounding.
book been all my life?
I know. Anyway, so I will read the lore, then I will see what the book has to say about who they think is good. Then we shall go into the actual rules. So, what? You said Laura should do the
Laura's got
initial loss condition
and I'll do escalation, and then you start us off with the difficulty.
at level 1, and then we'll do the Laura 2, John 3, me
3,
4, Laura
yeah.
5, and John 6. And then from there, we'll go into our game.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Oh, right, the intro.
I thought we all had really good... I can't believe you never went for major, but I thought we all got some pretty good card plays or card draws from the majors and minor deck.
I kind of got in a reclaim loop. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, you're an experienced gamer by now.
All right, yeah, looks like the copy and paste happened without...
Pretty clean.
Does it look clean on your end?
My computer did the thing where it's like you're restarting and updating now. So I'm just like...
You're just like... I'm good,
Does it look good to you, John? I like look down, blank screen, look up.
Yeah!
Sure does. Completely blank screen. Just a loading bar, my spinning circle. It's like, yeah, it looks great.
The spinning beach ball of
Yeah.
death, that's hilarious.
Yep, everything's
that's
fine over
great.
here. John, what do you have with your notes? I'm like,
Stretch, and you're just like...
I have nothing.
Yeah, those hot dogs yesterday were
So good. Oh, man. So tasty.
To whom it may concern, this next clip is going to provide some very minor spoilers for the game Heavy Rain. So if that is of any concern to you, then you should take the appropriate precautions. If not, you may proceed.
The face. What's
It's so dumb. I love it. Oh, I love it. All right, so ironically, let's see.
I think Mines is after Starlight.
Yep, it is. Starlight, then Many Mines, then Volcano, Stone, Finder, Wind Trickster. Ironically, on my notes I was preparing the other day, I've gotten all the way up to Finder. I haven't prepped anything for Trickster.
You can always just
But
let's see what happens.
Nice.
All right, guys, we're done for the night. John's done. Those are my jokes.
Let's see here.
Yoink. You got any other jokes?
That's all, folks. That
That was one of our jokes in our previous
It was.
episode.
All right, what do I remember? My Trickster game was a... Here we are. Let's see here. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay.
That's not gonna come on the podcast. That beep. It beeped.
Oh, it might. Yeah, I've seriously.
No,
we have
I'm-
so many
I don't mind it.
of those
I
things.
just don't want it to
No.
make you do extra work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Da-da-da.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da,
Okay.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
What happens? And let's see what happens. And where is it? Over-enthusiastic arson.
Oh, I love the cards.
Is over-enthusiastic, is
I
that
have
one
the cards
word or
right
is
here.
that two?
I have the cards right here. Here. Take a look.
It is one word. Over-enthusiastic. Wow. That's a
It's a long
Boggle jackpot.
Over-enthusiastic.
Or Scrabble jackpot.
Oh, yeah. That was a big game with the grandparents when they were still around.
Yep. Dude, do you know what one of my best plays in Boggle was? I was able to get street lights, which is S-T-R-E-E-T-I-T. Wait, S-T-R.
And you pluralized it.
E-E-T-L-I-G-H-T-S.
Whoa.
Those 12 letters. I was like,
You had to win with that, or at least take the lead.
fear me. It was great. Okay, R. Iffy.
That's like a 1 in a million to get all the perfect letters to.
Oh my gosh!
I don't
it
even, like,
was perfect
for all the stars.
because I was able to score both streetlight and streetlights.
Yeah, the
I was
plural.
Like, because I saw streetlight first, and then I saw the S, and I was like, oh, I can do street lights. That's like
do more.
That's like 3 more points.
More.
Oh. Okay. Alrighty. So one thing that we did is when Laura was here, we structured who would talk about what and in what order.
Do we just alternate now?
So for instance, Fractured, Laura let us off, and then
Goodbye, Laura. I
You
just
and me.
deleted her.
So on Starlight, I forget where Laura was, but you were in front of me. So what I did for Starlight and Many Minds, since we still had those ones, I just simply omitted Laura, so I forgot where she was on each of those. So for Starlight, I have you leading us off,
Yes.
and then Many Minds, I'm leading us off.
Yes.
Okay.
Bum-ba-da. I still have this thing.
Right on.
Where
There you go.
well, you're on it too.
I am. I have a separate one for like my personal notes as well.
Brian's secret thoughts.
No, I'm sure you have one.
You idiot. You know not what you speak. You know nothing. Nothing.
Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that out again. Sean, make my life so difficult.
Sean. Have you heard about that glitch from Heavy Rain?
No.
Okay, Heavy Rain is a game where it's kind of like a TV show where it's like an on rails scripted
Where you hit X
plot
and they
where
respond
there's
or
different
something.
choices you make, and the different choices you make affect the
Like
thing. And so
dialogue choices?
yeah, there'll be dialogue choices. You have like one option. You can choose 1 out of 4, and depending on what you do throughout the game, whatever. So it's a game where like your character is doing stuff and you control a character, and it's not like you, it's just you're controlling this guy, you choose what he says. And so there's this rare glitch where
Someone just screams Sean a bunch.
the main character will just say Sean like, you know, while other people are talking about, you know, a case for the police file, you see the guy going Sean
Why? Why is he doing that?
No reason. Just Sean. So that's what I was.
Well, now I'm like,
It's really
obviously
dumb.
Googling this.
Yes. It's extremely rare though, so it is not common.
Sean glitch.
Yep. And he's not supposed to be doing
Why
that.
is he saying Sean so much?
I hope it's not too late.
He's still going. Is that Sean?
I never played the game, so I wouldn't know.
Screaming at him. This goes on for like 3
It
minutes.
does. It's so great. It completely ruins the moment.
I mean, this
too.
is like a sad moment of like maybe
Right.
his kid's dead. Stop yelling, Sean! Please don't leave me, Sean!
Sean.
Oh, it's actually like moving the mouth too.
Right? Yeah. Well, That's great.
It's great.
Just cradling his face.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me. Stop yelling! Looks at watch. I love how the mouth actually moves.
Right.
She's trying to talk to him.
I know who the killer is.
Sean! Sean! This guy's trying to give a speech. I love that. The Seans are different too.
I know. Oh.
It sounds like he recorded this Sean in like different ways. He's just like dead and yelling Sean or got shot. He's still going. That's incredible.
It's so good.
The kid's just like over it. Like, I get it.
If ever you need a good laugh,
that was good. That was good.
There's always Sean.
Oh man. Dad, you come and save me. Sean!
Is that like one of the comments?
Yeah, these are the comments. I'm Sean, I'm afraid that's not possible.
Sean, I'm afraid that's not possible.
I know who the killer even is, Ethan. I can push Sean! What's the kid's name again?
Oh, that's great. So that's what I'm referring to when you hear me say, Sean!
Oh, that's funny. Whew, that was a good laugh.
It was.
Buddy. I might need some Snapple after that.
The moment draws near. And there you have it. You know, that was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed being able to listen back to some of these memories because I can remember each and every one of these moments. I know that this isn't the normal or standard content that you may be used to on this channel, but I hope you didn't mind just a fun little look back. And like I said earlier, I thought this was kind of a fun thing to do for our 1-year anniversary. I hope you were able to enjoy it, and I already look forward to the silly shenanigans that we're gonna make in Season 2. It is my hope that you all are still staying safe, staying healthy, and staying awesome. Alrighty, we're gonna go get back to work. Have a great one, everybody, and take care.